Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 605. And in this episode, we're going to be going into a nice hypnosis session to get that restoration, to get that relaxation, to get the mind and body in sync so we can release the stresses and worries that we're going through. That is my plan. Now, of course, before we go there, number one, make sure you're not doing anything. No driving, no machinery. I mean, why would you? As I always say, it's better to just go ahead and prioritize your health, your well-being to make the biggest possible change. Because when we do that, we're allowing the priority to resolve the conflict. We're allowing that attention to our system to be something that is nurtured and grown into a better experience. And if you're listening to this on the podcast or on the app, this is being broadcasted live on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, and also on Twitch. So we try to get it over to different places, so feel free to join me there if you want to be a part of the live experience. And the reason why we really want to get into today's session is, as I said, to get the mind and body into a place of balance. I don't know if I said this on my training just this past weekend or the other training I was running, or I said it on a previous podcast, but a great hypnotist who really is like the hypnotist who really brought it out of the stage and put it more into the therapeutic. Dr. Milton Erickson said, he actually said patients, but patients are patients because they've out of rapport with themselves. And it kind of goes on a little bit, but ultimately we've been disconnected from ourselves and we've been conditioned by our external experiences and how we associate them. So the stresses, the worries, the fears, the day-to-day stuff is going to shock your system. The mind and body is totally interconnected. So we need to reclaim that. We need to refuse to participate in the external stuff for a while and really get into the beingness of us rather than the human doingness of us. So if you're ready for that kind of transformation, we also have to remember this as a little disclaimer. Although this hypnosis session is to get that restoration, to get that relaxation as well, we're not really covering the core issue. And I always say, look, you've got to resolve the core issue. Not to say there's just like a plaster or a band-aid, because we can make deep and wonderful changes, but because this is a generalized hypnosis session with getting more ease, I don't want you to negate the fact that we have to also put our attention and intention onto the conflict that we're going through. I always say as well that we should not be working on the symptoms, in other words, just things like worries, anxieties, doubts, and so on. Try to get more into the deeper aspect, the root cause of the experience. And that could be an identity conflict. It could be a value conflict. It could be a limiting belief, which is creating all of those conflicts, all of those symptoms. And that is what you should be focusing on. So although this is going to be a wonderful restoration time together, please go ahead and make sure you really work on the root cause. Make sure you're working with someone preferably, because that means you get out your own way. And of course, you can go ahead and potentially work with me by going to josephclough.info/power to be able to conquer the imposter syndrome, the self-doubt, and that's josephclough.info/power. It's a small masterclass. It kind of teaches you and gets you to hopefully awaken to getting close to that core issue, and then you can go ahead and apply for our 8-week transformational program, fully customized to your needs, and therefore we get the results all within 8 weeks, and we live the life, not that we just desire it, but we absolutely deserve it. That is the best thing that I offer in my programs, my systems. Yes, we've also got the app as well. If you cannot invest within yourself, but if you can, and you want to be able to get those lightning quick results, I always suggest getting the best person to help you who's gone through that. And I'm pretty awesome. I don't mind saying I've been doing this for 20 years of finding the root cause and also resolving it very, very quickly. It's my profession. So, other than that, let's go ahead into the live hypnosis session and make sure you're doing nothing. It's going to be 15-20 minutes long, and let's restore. Let's get ourselves into that place right now. So when you're ready, get yourself in a nice, comfortable position where you can allow your attention and intention to begin to restore your mind, your body, and your well-beingness. Close your eyes and just relax. Be here now. You see, usually when we're in that state of stress, worries, or concerns, we're not in this moment. Our brain and our body is too engaged with the outside world around us. So it's important to be here now, to consider new ways of being, learning, growing in the most profound way that serves you. This is your moment to allow your body and system to be at the focus of your attention, to allow it to be something that you want to work on, to have more ease. With each breath out, you relax. You see, you being here, it means you're ready to learn. And since you're learning many, many things, and especially the learnings about to come your way, as we go into trance, you can feel good in the feeling that you are ready to have that ease, to have that relaxation. And I'm going to count down from 10 down to 0. And with each number that I count down, you may notice that comfort spreading, where soon, even the effort it takes to be aware of your body, your hands, your arms, your legs, may be too much effort to even think about. It's easier to just let go. Down from 10, down to 9. To relax as you learn, and to learn as you relax. That's it. Each breath out can soften the muscles to allow your energy to restore, where soon even the effort it takes to be aware of the words that I say may be too much effort to even think about. Now, of course, you can listen to every word, but it's the choice to free float in time and space, to allow your unconscious mind now to assume that responsibility as you go down from 9 to 8 and to 7. Now, of course, you can take on unconsciously any of those suggestions that will be the most beneficial for you and your future. So relax. The best way to learn is to do so while you relax. You see, tension doesn't really help, so we can begin to allow it to move on, to even let go of certain energies, certain thoughts, feelings, even behaviors that no longer support us. To go back to that time when we felt so whole, so peaceful, down to 7, and relax. That's it. Because you can relax, for you have done many, many times. Maybe there's a time that you can go back to now where you felt the most peace. Maybe in nature, maybe when you've been so tired and you're just ready to fall asleep. Whatever the time, even if you don't know consciously, your unconscious mind can remember. To remember the beingness of who you are. That's it. Down from 7 and down to 6. Allowing that gentle wave of comfort to expand for your body, through every muscle, to every little cell, to allow that ease, that comfort, even a little bit of joy of getting yourself to that place. And there's nothing to rush. There's nothing to really do. It's easier to just let go. To let go of expectations of what hypnosis is. And to be in the moment. Being here now. That's it. As my voice goes with you into trance, where your wonderful and amazing best friend, your unconscious mind, can assume that responsibility in helping you go there now. You can relax the jaw. You can relax your hands. Relax the hands. Relaxing the torso as you go down to 5. More comfort, more at ease. Sometimes you may even imagine a color softening and allowing more ease into your body. That wave of comfort. For others, you may feel very heavy or very light. You see, your experience of comfort, of joy, of restoration is unique to you. And since there's no rush to go into trance now, you can just have more ease, relaxing the legs. You may even wonder which one becomes more relaxed, more at ease, more at peace. That's it. Down to 4 and relax. To be gentle on your being. To give peace to each part of you. Peace to your mind, peace to your body. I wonder what good intentions or words that you would give to your mind and body now. That it's okay to let go. That it's okay to release. That it's okay to restore. That it's okay to be peaceful. And it's okay to be you. That's it. Down to 3. Down to 2. Just relax. More and more. But not as much as soon. That's it. Allow the comfort to expand, to increase, to soften, all the way down to 1. You may even see 0 approaching, and you're just waiting, so eager in the peace to go through it, go beneath, from 1 down to 0, and relax. You see, as I speak to you, I also speak to the wonderful unconscious mind of yours. You see, speaking to you, the unconscious mind, I want you to remember, really remember, how good it feels to release stress, to have that ease and comfort. There have been many, many times throughout your journey where you have felt comfort. Maybe not all the time, but some of the time. There's always that moment where you just release the stress, where you feel at peace. That's it. And you, the unconscious mind, can remember that comfort, can remember that peace. Bringing that peace of mind, that peace to the body. What wonderful, gentle words can you speak to your beingness? That's it. Allow it. Welcome it. As if you are ready to feel so good. Most of the time we're closed off and preoccupied with the many things. But what if we just stop here for a while? To go on a journey of letting go, to go on a journey of having that health and well-being. That's it. You, the unconscious mind, can send the signals of comfort, the restoration, so you can be resourceful. Resourceful within the workplace, resourceful at home, in health, in abundance, where you can be so resourceful to act and react the way that you desire. And it can feel good now, knowing you, the unconscious mind, can just increase it, develop it, to expand it, to allow more joy in and the stress out. You may even imagine, if you wish, for you may see it, but you may hear it, you may feel or know, as if you are connected to certain associations throughout your day, the things we do, the people you meet, where we have energetic ties to. Some are good, some not so. Sometimes we have to let those go to reconnect anew, another day, another time, in a more resourceful way. So you may imagine those connections, or your unconscious mind can do it for you. Imagine those connections with all those things, the people, the situations, maybe like an energy to each one, or a simple line connected to them. And then when you are ready, you can start to release them one by one. And with each one you release, you feel the ease. So let them go now. One by one, you disconnect to feel more peace. To disconnect to feel more whole. That's it. Allow that comfort to expand as you disconnect now to all those things, people, or situations that are no longer needed to be connected with in this moment. Another day, maybe, but for now, you can welcome the joy of letting go, the comfort, the inner peace and contentment, nourishing and bathing every aspect of you. You see, you are energy, and since you're energy, that energy can change to comfort. And you can remember, really remember, how good it will feel as you go off out into the future, keeping the peace, keeping the comfort, to be so resourceful while still resolving and working on any conflicts, but to have more peace in your life, more joy, the realization that you're ready to grow, you're ready to learn, you're ready to expand your mind and body. That's it. For your perception is simply a filter made up of associations from our past and present, limiting thoughts and limiting beliefs, as well as the good ones. We shouldn't forget those. But now you can begin to approach those conflicts, to start to resolve them, not from stress, but from resourcefulness, that you're ready to heighten your willingness to learn, your willingness to transform, to create, to live, to love, with vision, purpose, and mission. For as we release the stress, we can allow that peace to deepen, to soften, to be here with us along the journey of evolving, of growing. For whatever you think you are always more. And we can choose to release the outside sounds, the noise. For there's a lot of noise, and we don't need it all the time. We don't always have to participate, but we can participate in our own development, our own esteem. That's the participation we need to simply be ready to take this peace, the restoration in mind and body now, the relaxation within your journey, within your environment. And I thank you, the unconscious mind, for doing so. For you're here to keep the mind and body safe. So it's easier to make that happen now. The willingness to learn, to grow, to adapt. And I thank your wonderful unconscious mind, you, the conscious mind, for lots of good and great things are coming your way. Opportunities to embrace, so we can serve, so we can be the example of what can be done. And in a moment, I'm gonna count from 1 to 5, ever so gently, to allow this awakening to gently occur at the only rate that you desire. So 1, every muscle becomes less and less relaxed. Every fiber and nerve becomes that bit more alert to a resourcefulness to really grow. And as you go from 3 to even to 4, gently awakening, allowing the breath to expand, to be more resourceful, to be ready, to be ready. That's it. And then at 5, you can begin to come all the way out of trance. You can begin to open your eyes. You can begin to stretch. You can begin to be ready, having been restored for the new opportunities of being you. All the way back now. That's it. And welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that restoration, hypnotic kind of journey process, that nice, wonderful trance. And remember, you can listen to this anytime that you desire. And all you have to go ahead and do, you can watch this on YouTube. But of course, if you're listening to this in the future, on the podcast, on the app, you can go ahead and do so. And if you haven't downloaded the app already, you can go to freehypnosis.app, where you can listen to well over 600 free episodes, well over 100 free hypnosis sessions. And on top of that, you can listen to tracks in the day. You can listen to them as you go to sleep. Whichever serves you the best is the best. You can toggle it from day to night. And of course, you can create stuff there. And it'd be wonderful. You could go ahead and leave a rating and a review. And that means we can serve more people. We can help more people. And I believe make a difference in the world. So once again, on top of that, we also have the webinar, which is literally like a 40-minute masterclass of how you can finally let go of the imposter syndrome, the self-doubt, to truly live a life where you have that passion, where you just go ahead to those new opportunities, to develop your career, to really kind of know your worth, to know that you're capable in any endeavor you have, in business and in career. You can truly transform in every single way. So that is josephclough.info/power. And with that, we will finish this episode. And you can always join us live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and so on. And that means we are able to be there with you in the live experience. So I look forward to speaking to you on a future episode. I'll speak to you all soon. Many thanks and goodbye.